94.3 WYBC. Daryl Huckabee with Didi in the morning. And as part of our campaign with Yale University, we've been saluting and supporting and shining the spotlight on small Black-owned businesses right here in the Elm City. And I'm excited, extra excited today to have Shem Adams on the line. Philly's A Taste of Philadelphia. Now, that's a piece of my heart right there because my sister lives in Philly, and I know about cheesesteaks in Philadelphia, and I'm glad that you're bringing it to the Elm City, Shem. How you doing today?
I'm great, brother. How are you doing, man?
Man, I'm fantastic and excited about your business being right in the heart of downtown, bringing that quality cheesesteak. Not steak and cheese, but cheesesteak. There is a difference, right?
Thank you, brother. I'm glad someone has said it, man. So many people come in and ask for a steak and cheese. I'll serve them, but there's a big difference that people don't really understand.
So what's the difference? Let's start with that because cheesesteak is Philadelphia. Everywhere else in the country is steak and cheese.
It's steak and cheese, right? So I mean that's the first big thing. The other thing is the bread. You got to have the right housing for your steak. And New England's got a great bread. Don't get me wrong. They got the crusty texture Italian bread and all that stuff. But for a cheesesteak, you don't want to be biting something that's biting back. You just want to. It's a pleasurable experience. You want to eat it and have fun, and let it melt in your mouth, man. So you need a soft bread from Philadelphia, just like anywhere else has their breads that's native to their lands. Philadelphia has a great bread like that. So that's the first thing. Then the second thing is ribeye, man. A lot of people are just ordering steakums or ordering ribeye shaved already. That's on white paper. That's been frozen already, or sirloin, or whatever you call it. They're not using a high quality. We shave top grade ribeye on the spot every single day. Every sandwich you get was shaved that day.
Wow. Okay. So and again, we're talking to Shem Adams, A Taste of Philadelphia, right here in New Haven. So you import your bread from Philly? Yes.
My bread comes up 3 to 4 times a week. It's flash frozen in Philadelphia and brought right to us. So it's as fresh as can be. It's when you taste the sandwich, bro, you'll think that bread was baked right there on the spot, man. It's so soft and so fresh, man. But that's like I said, that's one of the main keys to it.
And I always wondered about that because, like I said, I've been to Philly a lot of times over the years, and I noticed that the bread is different there than you get anywhere else, and that's one of the signature differences and the keys that make a cheesesteak a cheesesteak.
Well, it's like how New Haven's pizza, like you go anywhere else and they got other places that they open, it doesn't taste exactly the same as that bread and that water. The water that they mix that bread with is native to that land. It gives it a natural different taste. Okay. So it's just like New York bagels. Like you can't go anywhere else and get New York bagels. It's the same thing. Like you can try to mimic the bread, but it's native to that land. You just can't do it.
Can't be duplicated.
Can't be duplicated.
Philly's A Taste of Philadelphia, right downtown, 1008 Chapel Street. And we're talking to Shem Adams, the owner. Now let's talk about the different types of cheesesteaks that you offer.
Well, they all start off with the basics. The Philly, that's just cheese, steak, and onions. I mean, I call it the Philly. Like people back home, they laugh at me when I say that because we don't call it a Philly back home, but I call it that here, so people feel comfortable and it's easy to order because I put it all together for you. So that sandwich, but after that, it just gets a little bit more intricate with the vegetables. We got a sandwich on there called the Ivo that we named after Iverson. That's a mushroom steak, and we have a pepper steak with sweet peppers and hot peppers. That's the Doctor, named after Dr. J. Then we have a Broad Street Bully. That sandwich got us on the Travel Channel. That's loaded. It's got sweet peppers, hot peppers, mushroom, pickles, onions, steak, 2 different type of cheeses. But that's like a sandwich for somebody who likes it fully loaded. Yeah, we got a couple others. We got a Barkley, which is chicken and steak mixed together, 3 different cheeses. He a big boy, so that sandwich is a real hefty one. So yeah, we just kind of play with the names and stuff. But we also serve like egg rolls, and we got a whole bunch of stuff that y'all love.
I like the fact that you're taking names of prominent athletes from Philadelphia and attaching that to the sandwiches. That's cool.
Thank you, brother. It's my way of giving back a little bit to the city. You know what I mean? And it just trying to make them all proud.
Now let's talk about the cheese. Okay, because I know there's some places in Philly, and I don't know the tradition, so you can kind of school me on that. But cheese whiz versus regular cheese.
So here's the thing with it. Like I grew up until I was about 18, 19, I never had Cheese Whiz in my life. Like that was always a tourist thing. Like you hear people, oh, put the Cheese Whiz. We didn't do that in my hood or in most hoods. They don't do that. That's more of a downtown touristy type of thing. But the thing about it was I once tried it. I went to a Jim's on South Street. It was crazy. After I moved to Connecticut and came back, I tried the Whiz and I ended up liking it. The way they did it in Jim's, they just poured a little bit on my sandwich. I just needed a little bit of the taste. I didn't want it all smothered in it.
Right.
But I like the combination of a little bit of Cheese Whiz and American cheese. That's my personal preference. So when I came up here and I wanted to start it off, I didn't want to be a straight tourist spot, but at the same time, I had to respect the fact that everybody up here is not from Philly. Right. And their experiences in Philly were different than my experiences. So I didn't want to, shun them. So that's why I offered the Cheese Whiz. And like I said, now most customers don't want it without it. But my spot isn't a spot you come in. A lot of people think you could come in there and you have to have the Whiz because they've seen something on TV in Philly where somebody got yelled at for not ordering Whiz with or what. I'm nothing like that. I'm from Philly, born and raised, all the way to the heart and the muscle. But I'm not about to make you buy what I want you to buy. You come in and you get whatever cheese you want. Provolone, American Whiz.
Nice. And again, we're talking to Shem Adams, owner of Philly's A Taste of Philadelphia, 1008 Chapel Street, bringing Philadelphia to the Elm City, man. I'm so excited.
Oh my God.
I when I lived in DC, I used to do business in Philly. I used to go up there once a week, and every week I would stop by one of the spots, one of my favorite that we talked about offline, and take a couple back to DC.
That's the move. Well, that's how I got jammed up, brother. I was going back and forth. I was going back and forth to see my dad, but I was really going back and forth to eat, to be honest. It wasn't the cheesesteaks weren't. So I would go down and then people would have me bring 5 or 6 back. Next thing you know, I'm bringing 10 back, and I'm just like, it's got to be a way to make this here. That's how my story started, though, brother. Just bringing cheesesteaks back to people. And
now you're nationally known being on the Food Network, right?
Oh, well, we had coverage on the Travel Channel with our sandwich. Okay. We also got coverage from Dame Drops, who's a famous food reviewer, really good friend of mine. He's put us all over the place, millions of hits on all different type of videos. But yeah, man, we definitely got a nice little buzz going, and we're trying to take it even further.
All right. Well, again, we're talking to Shem Adams, the owner of Philly's A Taste of Philadelphia, 1008 Chapel Street, right downtown. Thank you so much. Now I don't have to go to visit my sister to get a quality, authentic cheesesteak. Not steak and cheese, but authentic cheesesteak.
Right. And we saving you on gas all crazy. You see these gas prices, baby. We got you.
We appreciate it. And you got multiple locations outside of New Haven as well.
Yes, we have we have 2 in Norwich, 1 at the stadium. We have 1 in near the hospital in Bacchus. Then we have 1 I'm opening right now in Bennington, Vermont, near Bennington College. Then we have leases on the table for Faneuil Hall in Boston. We have a lease on the table in West Hartford. So our plan is to try to get closer to Boston and New York at the same time. So we want to do it strategically so everything works logistically.
Nice. Well, congratulations on your success. I'm definitely going to be there. I haven't been there yet, but I'm going to be there real soon. And
make sure you message me. I want to be there, bro. I want to be there when you're there.
I will do that for sure. For sure. Right. Shem Adams, owner of Philly's A Taste of Philadelphia, 1000 Chapel Street, right down in the heart of New Haven. And of course, this is a campaign in conjunction with Yale University. Again, congrats on your success and the expansion. And Shem, I'll see you soon.
I'll see you too, Daryl. Appreciate you having me, brother. Really do.
No doubt. It's Daryl Huckabee with DD in the morning on the Rhythm of the City, 94.3 WYBC.